This is Misty Springer, and welcome to the podcast, Aligned Heart. I'm so excited to be here today with you all on another episode. Let's dive in. Your energy creates your reality. So, have you ever had the experience of not following through with the promise that you made to yourself? Maybe that is that I want to take more action in my business, or and you end up feeling distracted, or you sit down at the computer and stare at the screen and not know what to type, or you say, I'm going to take better care of myself, and you end up hitting the snooze instead of getting up and exercising, or grazing all day on the chocolate chips, or slicing off a line of the brownies just to make it a straight line every time you pass through the kitchen. And a lot of times I hear this called self-sabotage. That's a question that I get a lot. Why is it that I self-sabotage? And I actually look at this a little bit differently. I look at self-sabotage not in the space of I am sabotaging myself, but I am out of alignment. It is when your head is fighting against a belief in your body. I had a client one time who said, it feels like I am in a fight with my body. Like I'm trying to tell myself positive thoughts. I'm trying to change the way that I'm thinking, and it's not landing in my body. I call this yelling positive affirmations in the mirror and having them bounce right back, right? It doesn't feel like it lands. And when we are out of alignment, when it feels like our head is fighting against our body or our heart, it can feel like all of our energy is going into the fight and not into moving forward. For example, if you say, I want to take better care of my body, I want to exercise and eat better, but the belief running in the background says taking care of others is more valuable. It's okay to serve others. It's not okay to serve myself. And these are subtle beliefs, right? They're not like blaringly obvious. Oftentimes, it's the way that we have seen things done in the past. It's the way that we have been taught that we should believe. It's a feeling of I should be doing it this way. Those are often the beliefs that are running subconsciously under the surface in the background. And so when you feel like, yes, I want to start taking better care of myself, but the belief running in the background is it's more valuable, and I feel it's more worthy to take care of others before myself, then how are you going to show up? You show up running yourself ragged all day long, and then at the end of the day saying, gosh, I deserve a treat. Or spending time taking care of others instead of taking care of yourself through exercise or eating better, or feeling so depleted that putting yourself on your to-do list feels like one more thing you have to do, and it doesn't feel like something you want to do at the end of the day. It feels like something I should do, and I'll do it tomorrow. I'll be better tomorrow. Right? That's how this idea of quote unquote self-sabotage shows up. But it's not that you don't want to. It's not that you're fighting. It's not that you're saying, I don't have a desire to show up for myself, or I don't have willpower, strong enough willpower. It's literally that you have a thought, I want to take better care of myself, that is fighting against a belief I'm not taking care of others is more important than taking care of me. Those two are out of alignment. They don't match up. They don't fit. And because you are in that fight, you're going to show up in opposition to what you truly want. So how do we shift that? Your energy is your greatest asset. And what is your energy? Your energy is simply made up of what you believe, think, and feel. Now, in the work that I do a lot of energy work, which is working with the energy in your body, the way that we believe, the way that we think, the way that we feel, and the patterns and the beliefs that are stored in our body. do that a lot through somatic work and energy work. And I work with the mindset. So we work with the mind and we get the mind on board so that we can move in the direction that we want. We create that alignment. So every action that we take is motivated by our energy. That action is either motivated by an unconscious energy of like the belief it's I'm more worthy, it's more important to take care of others than myself, which creates that energy of depletion and discontent, right? Or we can come from the energy of, I am excited and love to take care of myself. And we show up taking care of ourselves in a way that feels powerful and empowering and easy, right? So we can choose the energy we create by being intentional about what we believe, think, and feel. And this can be done a lot more easily than people think. It can feel hard to create a new mindset at times. It can feel like we are in that fight. It can feel, creating positive affirmations and trying to have a positive mindset can sometimes feel disingenuous. It can feel like my client said, like I'm fighting against myself. I don't really believe the things that I'm actually saying. And it can feel a lot like I'm willpowering my way into a new thought. So I want to give you an example of how this actually shows up. So a lot of the work that I do is about creating a new belief that lands in the body. So in order to create alignment, we have to get the green light in all three areas, our mind, our body, and our heart. So your thoughts are the language of your mind, right? So if we're changing our thoughts, that can be a really powerful way to change the energy in our body, but it's only one way. We have to get the green light in our body and our heart as well, and then we start to move forward with more ease. Your feelings and sensations are the language of your body, and your beliefs are the language of your heart. So, to recap, your thoughts are the language of your mind, your feelings and sensations are the language of your body, and your beliefs are the language of your heart. So, when we get the green light in all three areas, mind, body, and heart, then we can start moving forward with ease instead of feeling like we're in that fight against ourselves. So I had a client, and the what I start every client session with is a really beautiful visualization into what they want to create, getting their mind, their body, and their heart really aligned in this direction of what they want. And oftentimes people come to me, they don't even really know. They don't have a clear understanding in their mind. If I asked them to say out loud what they want, they could articulate it kind of. Most of the time people can tell me what they don't want. But what I do want is a little more clear and muddy. So I take them through a really powerful, beautiful visualization process where we drop into the energy of what they want. We drop into their body and heart. We really feel into what it feels like to become this woman that they know in their heart they're designed to be. And it's a really beautiful process. And I've had this happen on several occasions, one just recently with a client where she messaged me and said, Misty, you will never guess what is happening. That visualization that we did at the beginning of our sessions 6 months ago, I'm living it right now. Like I'm standing in the picture of exactly what I wanted. I'm wearing the same outfit that I was wearing at the time. I have no idea how this actually came about, but I'm here. I'm feeling the sensations that I created in that visualization. I'm looking around and seeing the same things that I saw 6 months ago. I'm looking down in the outfit that I'm wearing, and it even looks like the outfit that I had on in my visualization. How is this even possible? And that is an example of how your energy creates your reality. We started out not from creating an action plan of all her to-dos to become the person that she wanted to be. We started with her energy. We shifted the energy in her body to start shining on all that she was, the possibility that she wanted to create. And as you'll hear me say 1,000 times, where you shine your light is what you will see. And what you see is the direction you'll go. In that very first session, we created a picture of the woman she knew in her heart she wanted to be. And that put her on an energetic path in that direction. And then we get to work on creating her beliefs, thoughts, and feelings intentionally to match that direction that she's headed. When she feels in alignment with this future version of herself, she feels the same feelings that she had in that visualization: peace, contentment, confidence. So when she has those moments throughout the next 6 months of feeling that peace, contentment, or confidence, she knows she is on the path to becoming her future self, that vision of who she saw and who she is designed to be. So, how do we get into this alignment? We shift your energy, we shift what you believe, think, and feel. So, if you just try to shift your thoughts, it can sometimes feel, like I said, like yelling positive affirmations in the mirror and having them bounce right back. Now, it's absolutely possible. I've seen multiple um, clients and other coaches who are very successful at simply working with the mind and shifting the mind. And it's powerful at shifting what we think or what we believe and feel, right? We can, I call it the top-down approach, right? When we're using our mind, our thoughts, to shift how we feel and what we believe. It can take a little bit longer, though. I have seen that when we simply rely on our mindset alone, it does take longer and it does feel a little bit harder because it feels like, again, we can be fighting against those subconscious beliefs that are running in the background. What I have found to be really powerful is when we start from the bottom up. We work with the beliefs in our body and our heart, and we shift at that level. And that's shifting what we believe and what we feel. So what I like to start with is, instead of creating affirmations, right, which is like trying to find a really powerful Pinterest affirmation, or a quote, or we're pulling affirmations that resonate on some level, but they still feel like they're coming from the outside in, right? Like I'm writing down a thought or an affirmation and saying, yes, that's the one I'm choosing. That's what I want to believe, which is powerful. And like I said, there's room for that. And there's another way to go about it. A belief statement is creating from a belief that you already hold to be true. It's creating a belief from an experience that you've already had. So you're not trying to convince your body or your heart of something new. You're just allowing yourself to remember the power of who you truly are. So we're going to do that right now so that you get an opportunity to experience this. And we're going to start with a little bit of a journaling exercise. And you can do this as you're driving in the car, or you can do this as you're vacuuming or out on a walk, or you can sit down and journal, whatever feels appropriate to you. But I want you to start with just a couple of slow, deep inhales in through your nose and just sighing out through your mouth. You can make that audible or not, whatever feels comfortable for you. Just feeling that drop of your shoulders as you exhale. And again, inhaling deeply, exhaling out through your mouth, feeling that drop. And now, if it feels appropriate, I want you to close your eyes and think about a time that you felt very powerful or proud of yourself. And it doesn't have to be major. It can be small. It can be, I didn't hit snooze and I got out of bed. It can be, I actually showed up to a difficult conversation that I didn't necessarily want to have with my husband. Or it can be, I got up and ran this morning and my body feels powerful. Whatever it is, just name a time that you felt powerful. And now I want you to close your eyes and feel that feeling of power in your body. Proud of myself. Where does that feeling live? Putting yourself back in that moment when you accomplished something that you were proud of. Where do you feel that feeling of proud in your body? Where do you feel that feeling of power? And I want you to go ahead and name that feeling. If you were to put a name to that, what would that be? Is it strength? Is it confidence? Is it power? Whatever it is, just name it. And now I want you to just name all the thoughts. If you had thoughts that were fueling that feeling in your body, what would they be? I know what to do. I'm capable. I did it. I'm supported. And now this is the power question right here. I want you to notice, what are you believing about yourself? What are you believing about yourself to have that experience? Are you believing I'm capable? Are you believing it's possible? Are you believing I'm strong? Whatever it is, that's the statement that I want you to hold on to. That's the statement that I want you to write down. I want you to post somewhere. Hold on to that statement. I am powerful. I am confident. Whatever that is your belief statement. Now, every time you say that belief statement, it's going to bring you back to this experience that you had in your body. This is not about trying to convince yourself of something that you don't necessarily believe. This is remembering who you truly are and the capability and possibility that is available to you. And this allows you to show up in that energy and look forward with possibility versus maybe just like, I hope I could do it, right? Instead, you're looking forward with a feeling of confidence and empowerment that feels possible. So your energy truly is your greatest asset. I want you to think about, if you were to show up in this energy of I am powerful, if you were to show up and turn that volume up in your life, how would you show up differently? How would your friends and family experience you differently? So just remember, your energy creates your reality. And your energy is made up of what you believe, think, and feel. And when you can shift at the level of belief in your body and your heart, you show up differently. You put yourself on that energetic path to create what you truly want. You get to know what you truly want when you drop into your energy instead of just trying to figure things out in your mind. Your energy is your greatest asset. You will be what you believe. We're going to be deepening this experience in the meditation. I would highly encourage you to join me in the meditation following this podcast episode. We will have a meditation, Your Energy Creates Your Reality, where we will be taking this belief statement and using it to anchor in your body and your heart. So this belief statement lands deeply and is available to access whenever you need an extra little bit of motivation. So there is no self sabotage. You can choose to intentionally align your energy in the direction of what you want. I am Misty Springer. I'm so thrilled to be here with you. And please join me in the meditation. Can't wait to see you there.